Welcome, welcome, everybody. It is really nice to see all of you. I just returned from, my first vacation of 2011. And it was so much fun. I went to 3 different countries. When I was filling out my customs form, I realized, gosh, I went a lot of places. But I'm excited to show you some photos of the vacation. But first, I also have been reading a lot about myself and about the company. And actually, I know you have too, because there have been so many articles in the paper. And I wish they would stop because it's not exactly accurate. And they're not about my New Year's resolution. So I'm here to assure you that you will see me on television this fall. Our show was not canceled. What we're trying to do is figure out a new way to do our show just to keep evolution occurring. So I'm very excited about what we have in the works for you all, and you'll be the first to hear about it from me and not from some newspaper reporter. And now I want to talk about what Joey Cola is up to
Martha.
over there.
Happy New Year, Martha!
Yeah. Well, we put Joey to work over Christmas. Joey was required to, and I see you didn't quite finish your job over Christmas. Joey was required as part of his work penance, right, Joey?
That's right. I'm always paying the penance.
Paying his penance to repaint the entire studio. So what are you doing there?
I just had 2 more little spots I had to touch up over here.
Okay,
with the,
and what paint are you using?
By the way, I've got your paints that are still available at the Home Depot. How about that? This one is called Natural Twine, Martha.
I love that one. Isn't that a beautiful color?
It's gorgeous.
It really, really is beautiful. And so the paints were not canceled. I went to the Home Depot on Friday because I just wanted to personally mix some Martha Stewart paint colors just to show all of you that the paint is still available. All are amazing colors. And it was a lot of fun to go to the Home Depot.
I bet you they were excited to have you there.
Well, I
also
got you 3 more gallons of paint. I was told by Anduin that you still hadn't finished your job.
All
so
right.
there's
I'll still be paying my penance.
That's right, pay your penance. We're just joking with Joe. You know that.
I know.
He's like
He's
one of the most famous warm-up artistes, and they even did a big piece on him on CBS.
They did on CBS Sunday morning.
Yeah.
They talked about the warm-up day. Thank you.
And you can see the piece on YouTube.
That's right.
Yeah, you can look up Joey Cola and you'll see him. He's hysterical.
And I personally want to thank
Why
you.
are you funnier in that piece than you were on our show?
They cut it up in editing. I don't know. But I want to personally thank you for bringing attention to the warm-up artist position in television. Thank you very much.
Well,
Martha.
good.
Thank you.
So let me show you some pictures that we took at the Home Depot first. Here I am with Pelsi Checky, who is the manager of the 23rd Street Home Depot, which is a fantastic store. It's in an old cast iron building on 23rd, and it is a phenomenal store. They even have 2 concierge ladies there to help you. And here I am in front of the paint colors and in front of our specialty finishes paints right here. I love those. And they are selling like hotcakes, I was told. Now, at the computer paint mixing station, you put in the number of the formula that you want, and it prints out everything, including a color chip, so that you know that if you're buying like a mushroom-colored brown, you're not getting a bright pink. And you didn't write the number down wrong. And here, Burnett was fantastic. This woman is one of the paint mixers, and she was phenomenal. And here she is making sure that the paints are ready to be tinted, and those tinting machines are all computerized. And it was a lot of fun to see all the different colors coming through. And we're mixing our paints now, instead of in the Martha base, the Glidden has a brand new improved base, a series of bases, and we're mixing them in those improved bases. Oh, and these ladies, mother and daughter, the daughter is pregnant, and they were trying to buy a Martha color for the baby's room. And they don't know if it's a boy or a girl, so they were looking for a neutral green or yellow, and I helped them. It was very fun. So, from colorful paints to colorful vacations. I took a trip, first of all, to the Bahamas with Alexis and the baby Jude, and Kevin Sharkey came along. Here's a view from our plane as we approach the Bahamas. Hundreds and hundreds of islands make make up that archipelago called the Bahamas. And we landed in on Abaco, and the baby immediately ran to the beach. She runs around like crazy at 10 months. You have to hold her. She doesn't quite stand up by herself, but boy, did she go in and out of the water. Oh, and she also drove the golf cart. She's a very good driver. She's ready for her learner's permit, I decided. And she wanted to do that all the time. Dinner on the porch of the wonderful house that my president, Lisa Gersh, has with her husband, Rich Bressler. Look at the beautiful table. Oh, and here I am mixing my favorite drink. I made 22 of these fresh grapefruit juice margaritas for a dinner party, and you make them in the blender. And look, I brown sugar rimmed the glasses, and they're frozen margaritas. Oh, were they good? So it was the Bacardi, it was the fresh grapefruit juice and lime juice, and a tiny bit of sugar, not too much, really well liked. And any other, oh yeah, here I am. Oh, I'm snorkeling for lobster. I had a spear gun in one hand, and because it was really, really windy, I was holding onto a lifeline from the boat just in case I got carried away in a riptide. Not so good. And here's some of the lobsters that we speared. And you know, the Caribbean lobster is very different from the Maine lobster. You eat just the tail. But oh, they were so sweet, and I taught the cooks down at Baker's Bay how to make the beurre blanc sauce, which is shallots and white wine and butter, and brush it on after you grill the lobster tails. You brush on the beurre blanc on the meat. The sweetest thing I ever saw. And what you do to keep the meat very, very tender is once you remove the tail, you put it in iced water, and it keeps the tail very, very tender. Oh, and here's a canapé of lobster tail. Oh, really good. And then we went conch diving. And Alexis, she came up with 3 amazing conch in a matter of minutes. And the colors of the shells are quite extraordinary. That yellow one is a prize. And we made conch salad. We made conch chowder, conch fritters. And there's the conch. That's how you get it out of the shell. And then you have to peel it and chop it. And it's a wonderful, wonderful delicacy. And oh, the fish fry. This is grouper and wahoo fried in a great big paella pan over an open fire. Unbelievable. And after you fry the fish, you fry the potatoes. And potatoes taste amazing. Paper-thin slices of beautiful potato. So you can see we ate well, we lived, oh, and here's one of the cute little island houses in the settlement with beautiful flowers. And those are not Martha colors, but they are very beautiful. And the sunsets were extraordinary, as you only get down in those fabulous islands. It was a great trip, but I'm very happy to be back in New York, and I'm really looking forward to our shows this week. And all week long, we're going to be celebrating the new year with lots of practical ideas for getting the year off to a healthy start. A new year, a new you. And when you finish painting, guess what?
What?
We can get on with the new you.
That's right.
Yes. Don't miss the Martha Stewart Show, weekdays at 10 and 2, only on Hallmark Channel.